Hello, I'm Axel Threlfall, Editor-at-Large at Reuters. I'm delighted to be back for the EntrepreneursTalk Cass series. Tonight we speak with Julien Callede, co-founder of Made.com. Here's a little taster of what's to come.
I knew when I left, it's called HEC, it's a French business school. I knew when I left there that I wanted to launch something at some point, or at least manage a small business, a small division of a big brand. But then you need the right time with the right people, or you think you need the right time with the right people, the right idea. It took time. I went to work for, I did a 3-month internship in that last year where you have to work as the right hand of a small business, work for a furniture company. So I also ended up in furniture by mistake. I actually left that job. I was saying that I didn't want to work especially in furniture in my life, nor with China, nor in sourcing. But I knew the business.
Yeah.
And then I worked for a bank, and I was lucky because I didn't know anything about any position in the banks, and I applied to all the different ones, saying that I was passionate about like front end, back end, middle end, big, small markets, knew nothing. And I ended up in a good service, and that was useful.
We talked about the sort of company Made.com was just now. You've called it a design furniture e-commerce company. IKEA for the middle classes, the internet's hippest furniture brand. I mean, in one line, how do you describe this company now? Because you've talked about the number of different hats you wear. So how do you describe it?
So let's not use the IKEA for middle end anymore. It's a very good way of, like the IKEA upgrade or stuff like this is a good way of explaining, but our PR people hate it.
I'd like to talk to you a little bit about innovation and having to constantly think of ways to keep it fresh and to keep it new and to keep the clients on board. And one of those, of course, was physical showrooms.
So physical showrooms is the only thing we had to vote on because we couldn't agree or decide whether it was a good or a bad idea. When the growth issues at these points where you think that you could actually hit the wall.
So how did you pull it back then? How did you get that control back? I mean, you let it get to that point.
Yeah.
But you clearly had to move very, very quickly and do something pretty radical. What did you do?
Yeah, especially because you get to that point in 2 weeks. It's not like you let it get to these points. Like in 2 weeks, you're like, oops.
Was Brent Hoberman on board at this point?
Yeah, of course.
But so he didn't foresee any of this stuff?
Nobody did foresee that.
No?
You don't usually foresee a 4-time growth plus.
Right, but he's been in a pretty strong position before, right?
But some of it, I'm not trying to say we couldn't force it, because the first thing I said, and I mean it, is we should have anticipated more.
Julien, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.